Now you know something is good when you can't even barely finish your video and you already ready to get into it. Look at this soup, y'all. I made a chicken and rice soup. Oh my goodness. I had to go ahead and get into this now. I'm going to show y'all in just a few minutes. I know I've been gone for a while, but I am back with another super easy recipe. I'm over here being greedy, eating this chicken and rice on this cold February day. And it's so good. Look at that. All right, I'm going to show you in just a minute. It's chicken and rice soup. It is good, and we're going to get into it in just a minute. So here I have a baked whole chicken that I made a few days ago. And I had made this with some homemade mashed potatoes and homemade macaroni and cheese. And so we had some leftovers on the bone, basically, that I decided to save. And I said, you know what? I was thinking about some chicken and rice, a soup that my grandmother used to make. Do y'all ever sit up and think about stuff that your grandmother used to make when you was young? My grandmother has been gone, and she's been gone since 2008. Lord knows I truly miss her. And so I decided I was going to try to recreate one of her favorite dishes, the chicken and rice that she used to make for us. And so I have reheated my chicken, and I have all this juice and broth at the bottom, which is like liquid gold, which I'm going to be using in just a minute. I'm going to show y'all. But this broth is so good. This chicken is so good. It really is. So I have some rice I'm boiling over here on the side. And this is a super easy recipe. Like, honestly, it's like 3 ingredients, y'all. 3. So I have my rice. It's done boiling, and I let it simmer for about 20 minutes. So it's good and tender and fluffy. And I'm about to go ahead and start deboning my chicken off of the bone. And that rice is looking good. To fluff your rice, you want to get a fork and just kind of fluff it. And I am going to take some rice out in just a minute because I really kind of made too much rice. So for this recipe, you are going to use, I'm going to estimate and say about 4 cups of rice. That's once it's cooked, 4 cups of rice. So 4 cups cooked rice, 4 to 5. I originally made 6 cups cooked rice, and I think that was too much. And I didn't discover that it was too much until I started to fluff it. I realized, excuse me, I realized that it was too much. It was too much rice for the amount of chicken that I had, basically. So you're going to want to use, like I said, about 4 cups cooked rice, which I believe is probably about 2 cups pre-cooked rice. So total about 4 to 5 cups rice, depending on how big of a portion that you're wanting to make. And I'm going to say about 2 to 3 cups of shredded chicken. And now I'm adding about 4 cups of water to my rice, getting it ready, trying to get it nice and loose. And I'm adding my broth. And with all that flavor in it, it is so good. So I'm adding that in there, and then I'm going to go ahead and start adding my chicken. And so I literally just deboned this as I was going. I didn't debone it separately. Just kind of did it as I went. So I am using gloves for this. I went and bought me some gloves. Couldn't find some regular disposable gloves. So I had to take what I could get at the local dollar store. But yes, I'm going to use gloves to debone this chicken because I got to get off in all those cracks and crevices and get as much meat out as possible. And you're just going to put it right in the pot. But yes, this recipe is something that is super delicious for a cold winter night. It's very filling and tasty. It's comfort food for sure. And it will feed a lot of people. And it's very cheap to make, basically. Doesn't cost much, so even if you don't have a chicken, you can find a whole chicken for probably about $5 or $6, and or you can just buy a chicken that's already shredded. So I did speed this part up because it does take a little minute deboning the chicken. And then I'm also adding some sliced carrots, and you're welcome to use whatever vegetables that you would prefer to use. And I was looking at those carrots and decided that I'm going to slice some of those up as well, just to kind of make them a little bit smaller. But you can add onion if you wanted to add some onion, or whatever you know, just to add your own little personal twist to it. But I'm keeping this really super simple. It's literally rice, chicken, and carrots, and the broth, and some water. That's it. And then you're going to season this to your liking while you have this on the stove. I have my heat probably on a low to medium heat, because you do want it to get hot, but you don't really need to bring it to a boil. So I'm using Cajun seasoning, I'm using some pepper, I'm using some garlic salt, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and maybe a little bit of regular salt also. I think I did add. And you just want to get that seasoned up. If you want it spicy, go ahead and add some cayenne pepper to it if you want to make it spicy. I always love a little kick in my food, so yes. And there you have it. So this soup is now complete. Look at it. It's looking delicious. It is hot, and oh my goodness, it is so good. So I just want to say to everyone, sorry that I've been away for a couple of weeks, but I hope you will take a minute to try to make this recipe. If you want something nice and comforting, that'll have you feeling all good inside and have you ready to go to sleep. Have you ready to go to sleep after you eat this. And this tastes really good if you want to add some hot sauce to it, just to give it a little zing to it. Hot sauce will be good too. Otherwise, it really is good just how it is. So here I am just eating again because I just couldn't help myself with it. It's so good. I couldn't help myself. But I just really thank you all for watching, and please subscribe for more videos. And please like this video. It will help other people see this video. I am a new YouTuber trying to grow my channel, so I appreciate the subscribers and the views and the likes, and hope to see you all soon.